Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. This off. Connection to Discord. Greetings, Egg. I'm just gonna pop out the chat so that I only need this. Music's down outside. Yeah, I suspected that. Alright, let's turn it down. How's this? This going good? Yeah, I'll look at the stream down for a while. It's still going? Can I close this actually without... yeah, I can. Still a bit noisy. Alright, now I'll just turn it down over here. How's that doing? How's that? Yeah, the background music, I know that. Alright, it's good. Let's get started. One stream, art stream. Okay, so I'm just gonna, as I said, the program for today is I'm just gonna be doing some little doodles to warm up and for some general shenanigans, and then I'll be working on the third Pathco Art drawing. So it's doing a little bit weird, my mousepad. I'll be working on the third Pathco Art drawing. I will just, for all intents and purposes, open up the other two for a second, so that those can be viewed to, you know, interpret the trend of what is to come. So these are the, yeah, actually, if you could, that would be nice. I still need to restructure my blog and things so that I can properly accommodate announcements for my streams. Hello Max, greetings and welcome. Yeah, talk about a blast from the past, here we are again. Alright. So yeah, what you're looking at is some characters from my D&D character's backstory in Pathco. The, well, one of the many, in fact, Edgeko branch off things of D&D. Great words. Yes, indeed, it has been too long. It's been far too long. So yeah, we got these. What I'm going to be working on in a bit is the third one in this installment. And before that, I'm just going to be doing some doodles to warm up. So let's actually close those. What you're hearing in the background is some of the sea. It's a good old it's a good old thing. It's a good old game. Fantastic soundtrack too. Alright, so I'm just gonna start doodling a bit. And what specifically I'm gonna be doodling is I'm actually gonna look into these things a little bit and see what I might doodle. I'm just gonna do a Napoleon for a moment. Oh, a creature doodle idea! Yes, please go ahead. Please do. And yes, the third batch is the three sort of sideways, sideways. What am I saying? The three sort of side quest buckhearts that you've met. So Letty, Belferian, and Mayland. A unicorn, but the horn is actually like a narwhal's horn, as in it's actually a front tooth. Alright, yeah, that sounds good. The narwhals are pretty crazy, man. Those are crazy creatures. Okay, so let's see. Of course, in that case, we got the narwhal horn. Here, got that going. And let's see. Now, horses. Yeah. Yes, that is the very same thing. So horses have these quite prominent teeth. Alright, so this is already looking to be quite the thing. Let's see. And it has been a while since I've drawn a horse. It's gotta be said, I am a little rusty on the horse part. Actually, now that we are sort of in the process of drawing this narwhal-esque horse anyway, I think that I'm going to have it look a little more suited for the ocean too. So I'm going to give it some... I'm not going to give it any manes. I'm going to just make it a little, what you say, well, narwhal-like, if you will. So I'm going to have... No, this looks strange already. Fantastic. Let's see. It's a horse, so it's got this... It's got sort of this strange mouth going on. So... Let's see. Yeah, so it's a little like this. My horse anatomy is rusty, very, very much so. But I think that I can still pull off a convincing narwhal horse. So I went with the quite literal approach of the front tooth becoming the horn here. Of course, a very, very practical animal. Yeah, creepy horses is sort of a thing. Ah, yeah, Penelope! With 8 eyes. That was a fantastic horse. Actually, let's also draw Penelope, or Penelope, or however you want to pronounce that. Let's just finish up this one though. Let's give him or her a little more denture. Well, I suppose it's got plenty of denture already, but still. Oh, buddy, this guy, get out of the way. We'll probably end up talking to them sometime soon, or well, at the end of the current arc anyway. Like the this handsome equine. Yeah, give it some magical sparkles, just to sort of fit the unicorn theme. In fact, let's give it some bishy sparkles in true desirable fashion. There we go. What a nice chap. Yeah, I think Kate and Medette are doing fine. It is perfect. This is the perfect horse, I believe. All right, so let's do another one. Let's do Penelope. Now, I always have a hard time remembering where like the mouth ends. If that makes any sense. I think I got it pretty right with this one here, but now doing a new one, it's a bit iffy. I'm actually just gonna. Speaking of sparkles, darkness. Some of them can cast good dust. Yeah. That is, I think that is pretty much how you would picture something along those lines. Alright, let's actually look up a horse. So let's see what this creature's mouth sort of looks like. These looks like some alright horses. Alright, so it's got this like, see, it's got like this sort of cheek going on here. So what we want is not at all this. We want something that's more along the lines of this, maybe. Here we go. Yeah, that looks alright, so this looks like a fairly you know, alright horse face. Let's see, yeah, this is looking alright. Then yeah, ears sort of going on. Although it's looking a little bit weird still. Maybe it's the mane that should be there. Now, if I remember correctly, Penelope had a braided mane, so let's get that on there as well. I think braids sort of went a little sideways. This. There we go. And of course we got the most pronounced trait of Penelope. Oh yeah, it's had the little pink ribbon. Yeah, like you would be surprised how difficult horses are actually to draw, even for someone as practiced in the art of the uncanny horse as I. Here we go, so we got the pink ribbon there. Maybe we get some little ribbons going on the braids as well. Go. What a nice horse. Now let's get Penelope's. The Arabian. Is that my favorite horse breed? What would that entail? The Arabian horse. Let me actually look that up. So it's the Arabian horse. Arabian. Alright, oh yeah, so you got, you look, it's got sort of a snake-like thing going on here. If you look at these fine beasts, it's got sort of it's almost like a bit of a goose, maybe, sort of like a fun snake-like serpentine goose neck going on. So that's pretty neat. Yes, indeed, the snake horse, or otherwise known as the Snorse. Man, the Snorse. Maybe that's the next one to come up. But first of all, of course, let's get Penelope. Going on with her 8 eyes. So you see, that's the little visual pun there. It's Penelope with 8 eyes, both in the sense of the letter and the actual organ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I suppose we can assume that there's an 8th one on the other side of her face. Look at this horse. This horse is amazing. So we got Penelope there. Wait, maybe I should do the eyes. Oh yeah, true. That is a fact. Maybe I should do the eyes a little bit differently because we've got the 8 eyes. Maybe we want to go for something a bit more spider-esque. So we've got the complex eyes going on. Let's have a try and see if we can manage to make Penelope into a little bit of a spider horse. So let's get a clean brush there. How would you do like spider eyes? The replicating canary. Wow, that's a lot more birds than I actually seem to remember. How does one do the eyes of a spider? No, I'm not entirely content with this. That doesn't look very spidery. Maybe we can just sort of get the gleam in there. Get nice sheen on the eyes. All goat eyes. Yeah, that's also true, but because of the 8 eyes theme, I was trying to go for something like a bit spidery. I am gonna have a quick look at the spider. So if you're not a fan of that, then that's your warning. So I'm gonna look at the spider now. So we got the eyes. Yeah, so those are like pretty black Oh yeah, it's got the it's got sort of like that going on. So it's big eyes that you get here, and then we've got maybe the smaller eyes up there. This music is very fitting for our creepy horse factory of today. There, so now we've got some now we've got a bit of a spider thing going on with Penelope. How do you think that looks on her? Yeah, spider. Oh, it only has 6 eyes. Well, I'm now actually not entirely sure, because a spider is supposed to have 8 eyes and 8 legs, right? Or is that just a... like, I'm studying biology, so I should know this, but... back-facing knees and... oh, so maybe! Although I think that the eyes are Penelope's most defining feature. But maybe she's got sort of spider-like legs. Let's have a go at drawing what that might look like. So we've got the horse head here with the spider eyes, and then we got the your typical parts of the insectile legs. So it's it'd be sort of like this if you take all the parts into account. Actually, wait, I think I'm drawing that wrong. Yeah, I am. That should be like this. Yeah, that's the one. So how that we've got those, it's actually funny because let's transform that. Let's turn that a little. Well, actually, let's. I'm gonna draw this a little bigger, I think, to put some more emphasis on the legs of the horse. Alright, so we've got the body of the horse. Go. And a little smiley mouth there. It's a very happy horse, of course. Then let's see. So for it to be the front legs, it has to be orientated somewhat like this, I think. Well, no, I'm still drawing that a little wrong. It's just quite hard to connect. Oh yeah, actually, I should draw them a lot more vertically. So we've got the so over here, trochanter connecting the other parts. Yes, there we go. This is what it should look like. And of course we need to add another pair of those in the back. So we get the full package going on here. Of course we get the nice and braided tail with another pink ribbon. And let's do the manes as well. What is my favorite animal? My favorite animal is the aardvark. That is my favorite animal. It has been for quite a while. Yeah, of course. Because we're in sort of a medieval fantasy setting, in Pathco, you know, we get a lot of horses in terms of animals. There we go. She's beautiful, ain't she? Aardvarks are the most amazing creatures. There we go. Penelope, the insect horse. Spider horse. Or, as some might say, sporse. Well, hares are pretty nice. Rabbits. These kind of animals. I'll draw one, or at least attempt. No, this looks weird, man. I tried to draw like a hare or something, but it looks quite bizarre. I am not used to drawing these creatures, so I'm not very used to. Yeah, it is the most perfect morsel of food. It's like a walking it's like a walking Twix bar, if you will. You know, just ambling. Now let's look up a hare. So yeah, like these, you've got to give it to them. Like these are pretty majestic animals, I think. They are very nice. Let's try and draw one. So it's got sort of the that kind of face going on. It's got the eyes. It's got ears, of course. Oh no, it's a bit. Let's see. Yeah. Not actually sure. Oh yeah, no. These legs are definitely a little longer than that. It's looking a bit kangaroo-esque the way I'm drawing it. It's almost like some sort of cryptid. This only because I'm not used to drawing hares, but still, you know, this. If you look at this creature, it's sort of a kangaroo rabbit. Alright, so the hair doing like a oh, it's like this one, right? So they're sort of standing up, fighting. They are peculiar animals, hares. And yeah, they actually look quite a bit different from rabbits, don't they? A lot larger and they look a lot nicer, I think. More of a hare fan than I am of rabbits. I think it's the face that I've drawn a bit strange. So let's take another look at what a hare's face is supposed to be like. I think maybe what we're lacking here is a little bit of the snoot. Let's see. So we got the well, no, there's now it's even becoming an even strange thing. Oh well, no, I don't know. These oh yeah, look, it's actually not got the sort of the legs there sitting like this. That's I think what might be the problem here. It's actually got a body that goes all the way down, and then the legs are sort of sitting down here. There. So that's a lot more hair-like. 90% leg, 0% neck. Yeah. Oh no, not like that one. It's on all fours and arched your back. So let's see. Oh, it's this one. It's this one, isn't it? Stretching that you mean? That does make it appear sort of dog-like, which is quite strange. So it's almost like it's yeah, it's bizarre. It's like a sort of a coyote thing that it's got going on, a little bit of a wolf, but then you got the hare head. How quaint. Okay, so got the hair. I think just to sort of add to the cryptid feel of the thing, I'm gonna give it some antlers and turn it into a jackalope. Although yeah, I would say link it to me on Skype, but my Skype is horribly broken on my desktop, so that's a little unfortunate. Let's see. Actually, instead of giving it normal antlers, now that we're in the theme anyway, let's give it a nice narwhal horn. Let's give it sort of the there, and I will call this thing the hair wall. Yeah. Wall. That's right. This is some, you know, some Oregon Mystery Museum level of cryptids. Okay, so we've sort of been going with the strange animals theme. However, I think that now might be time to wrap up these doodles and start on the actual project. or well, work on it anyway, because I doubt very much so that I'll finish it today. I'll save this to finish the files. I'll save it to Pathco. No, well, not Pathco, maybe to Art, and let's save it to a new folder, map, and let's say we do stream rubbish. Oh no, it's the wrong word, so I'm gonna save it as stream treasures. That is much more appropriate. And stream doodles. What day are we today? 2nd of July. So 2/7/17. Oh yes. 2/7/17. There we go. That's better. Ah yes, the Consequences. I love that game. I love that game, but I never found anyone to play it with. Very, very sad. Very regrettable. Okay, so having concluded that, what we see here is the layout that I prepared beforehand for the drawing. Oh yes, you've got your sister to play that game with. That is quite nice. It does really, you know, you do produce some gems with that kind of deal. Yeah, because like the thing is, that was what I was wondering about just now. Due to the fact that I've not uploaded an immense amount of stuff to my Tumblr lately because of various reasons, I don't think that few of you guys, thereby addressing the AchGo chat members like yourself, Max, have seen a lot of my recent stuff. So yeah, I suppose that with what I threw up just now, if you've seen that, the other two Buckhart pictures, that sort of gives you an idea. I've also been experimenting a bit with Mignola's art style, who I think you might know. It's very dedicated to flat black shadows, which I also very much enjoy using. So I've been doing some tryouts with that, but I haven't perfected it to such an extent that I've largely incorporated it into my usual art style. Let's actually open up the old files of these three folks. So let's dig those up. We've got Letty here, got Mayland, and Porphyrion is also down here. Man, what a way we have come in terms of art. So we got these three. Porphyrion there, and that's where he is right now. Oh yeah, that's actually a prominent feature that I forgot in the sketch. It's his ears. That's what made it look so strange. Anyway, alright, so now that I can take a look at that here and there, I can start doing a proper sketch. Hello. Huh. That pretty neat that you are. Hello. Who might you be? I'm thinking towards AJ, maybe. But that would be a little strange. Is that you, AJ? Or are we dealing with some new contender here? Or, well, contender. A new friend to enjoy all the fantasticness of this whole situation. Yeah. Sort of trying to see if this perspective is working. I think that it should be a little more. His hair should be a bit more like this, and his ear needs to move. There, that looks a little bit better. Now it actually looks as though his head is oriented the right way. There we go. He's got the sort of the vest going on with the belts. Right, so how is that? I'm having a hard time attaching this belt. How is that? Supposed to, oh yeah, of course. So. Got sticking out like that. And got the down part attaching itself here. It's nice, isn't it? Sunless Skies is, I am very, very interested for whenever that comes out. I still, actually, now that my exams are done, I really should get back to playing Sunless Sea because I haven't really explored the magic of Submariner yet, which I bought, but didn't immediately get around to playing, and I sort of left it as it was, but I really should. I'm still not entirely convinced about this spell. It's looking a tad weird, but I think I'll probably leave it for now. And yeah, it's supposed to be like this, and then it's something like that. I'll figure it out. Then we get a second one going this way. Gonna give him a few belts. Because of course, it wouldn't be fantasy if there weren't an extreme amount of belts. No, I am kidding. That would just look stupid. Let's see. I think that what I should probably do is attach something like a bag or something of that line. I think that I'm going to turn it sort of into a sports bag type thing. But then again, why would that have a buckle? You know what? I am just going to turn it into a bag. I'm going to turn it into a sort of a potato bag, maybe. You carry potatoes around. You could ask yourself, of course, why would a man just carry potatoes? But to be fair, I have no idea how to answer that question. Yeah, you did call it. Actually, let's see here. So, let's get that there. And it's got his shoulders exposed here, so let's also do that here. And let's give him the hem of his trousers, which are tied with an actual belt. Oh yeah, actually he's got sort of a big buckle. Ah, and look where we've landed ourselves. The Darkest Dungeon soundtrack. Very good. Very much like it. Yeah. None. Yeah, that's it's holy dark humor, Batman. Okay, so let's get his thing going in here. Now let's get the weight of this bag a little bit right as well. Because of course you would have a bag of potatoes that actually weighs a fair amount. Actually, that would probably be a little bit differently shaped as well. Be something more like this. Yeah, that's it. Let's put like a little grass sprig in between his belt and his vest, sort of accentuate the rural nature of this man, or elf, whatever you wish. So have we cleared up the mystery of who Pretty the Chihuahua is yet? Because my thought is going towards AJ, but I'm still not quite convinced enough to say it with certainty. Because I would suppose that there are multiple people who might end up here who own HOR. Have you played Darkest Dungeon, Max? Oh, right, it's called Princess. Yeah, Pretty. Yeah, all right. I wasn't sure about the name, so it is. Hello, AJ. It's been a while. All right, so we got the potato bag. Looks good. Looks all right. Let's still move. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got the proper weight sort of fixed. And yeah, there we go. That looks better. His head looks no, his head looks fairly alright in comparison. I'll just see how it goes, and if it turns out to be a little too big. Well, actually, yeah. No, I think it's alright. Yeah, it looks fine. You haven't? No. Well, I think that it might actually be something that you would quite enjoy. It's got a lot of great, fantastic art and sound design. Very, very good. Very, very nice critter designs too for the monsters that you encounter, and a great narrator to boot. And the gameplay is also quite nice. Yeah, the Steam sale is going on. It is on sale actually. I think it's 60% off. So yeah, the DLC got released recently as well. The theme of which is you know, sort of baroque, aristocratic, mosquito-themed vampires. Sort of deviating from the standard vampire idea, which is quite nice. So I would definitely recommend. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That is always the thing. I've held off from buying new games for a long time too, and now I'm actually sort of. Now I have like a base of games that I play, and you know, I don't need a lot more. First impression. Well, Sunless Seas. No, well, the thing is, Sunless Sea is. I wouldn't call it a hard game, actually. I think, but maybe I am biased because I enjoy playing games like Darkest Dungeon and Dark Souls. But I wouldn't call it a hard game per se. Once you get the hang of it, it's quite straightforward. RDR. What? Red Dead Redemption. Yes, yes, the Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes, indeed. That's coming, and it's good. Man, I hated that game being a PlayStation exclusive. Oh yeah, you bet, Alex. Let's see, did he have shorts on? Yeah, he did. Medievally shorts. So let's keep those as they were. But let's tie one up above his knees. There we go. Actually, not sure if any of you've seen it on. What wasn't it? I thought it was. Huh. That's peculiar. Lethe is immense. Well, Lethe is over here, but next to her, Mayland is extremely short. This is a fact. Lethe over there is sort of standing a little more in the background. Yeah, that is Mayland. Alright, just go. See you around, Max. Goodbye. Yeah, I think that Sunless Sea egg is actually very playable for someone who may not be into harder games or more difficult games. Darkest Dungeon I wouldn't recommend. GCSE. Oh yeah, that's the what is it? The test things that you have in England, right? Yeah, Sanghal. Have you seen the new picture of Sanghal? Alex. I'll just wait. Actually, okay, so we got it here. Let's just finish up this thing here first. This remnant of the street is stump. That's the word. Yeah, it's the Pathco Art drawing tons for your art when I see. Well, it's let's see. Egg might have showed you these. So let's see those. So these are Apollyon and his siblings, the new version of them at least. Tree remnant, yes. Cadaver of a tree. An arboreous cadaver. That's a stump for you there. With the bows. And then let's open. Oh no, we can do that with the recent one. There we go. Yes, the gang. And here we've got the updated picture of the three family heads with Sanghal in a dashing outfit. It does sound like a band name, maybe. Maybe I'll use that for something. Arboreous Cadaver. Yeah, it does actually sound a bit like an RPG bad guy. Who knows? Okay, but anyway, so these are the old gang compared to the new gang of Napoleon and his two sisters. She is very dashing. No, this is probably like the more what's it? Yeah, I mean, Battle Eyeliner is very much a thing. I think, and yeah, she is like 4,000. Well, not 4,000 per se, but somewhere along the thousands. Let's actually put on a different track because this one's getting a little this one's getting a little what's it, tense for what we're doing. So let's see. Yeah, let's put on Child of Light. And by the way, Egg, if you haven't played Child of Light, this is I have never seen a game. I've never seen a game that reminded me more of something that you would love than Child of Light. So I can definitely recommend it for you. It's not hard either. It's a very nice game, and the soundtrack is great. Yes, that is God of Pirat who did that. She is, well, the band is quite good. I think it was made by well, Egg, I've never seen a game that is more in tune with things, like all things that you seem to like, than Child of Light. I played it a while ago, but it just struck me as something that you would very much enjoy. So I think that if you're looking for anything to play, you might want to give it a shot. It's the thing is with Child of Light is that its storytelling is very classical. Like, you shouldn't go into it expecting a new or a groundbreaking story. You know, that's not necessary either. Not every game needs to, you know, turn the world of storytelling upside down. I think that Child of Light was a very enjoyable piece of combined art, both in the sense of music art design, and yeah, I think it was very, very likable. It was maybe it wasn't interesting per se, but I mean, not every game has to be story focused or driven, and Child of Light wasn't, but that was okay. Yeah, if you say that. I don't know. I always like new things, but Child of Light is it's a very classic fairy tale, if you will, and it's a very classic fairy tale story readapted into a little video game. But it's done very nicely, and I think that you can definitely appreciate it in that regard. It's not you know, one of my all-time favorite games, but it was nice to play nonetheless. It was very relaxing too. There we go, got a stump. Well, I think that I understand that people, you know, easily turn towards things that have already been successful to inspire their own ideas, but of course, there's a limit to that. And I think that definitely, I think that actually that is what makes the fantasy genre a little bit weak. Is exactly that repetitiveness. Because a lot of fantasy books and such really do follow the tried and tested formula, and I've never been much of a fan of that. For instance, to get you know, Game of Thrones, for instance, is very Tolkien-esque. Obviously, it's got that Tolkien vibe in there, but I think that it was different enough that people did really like it, whereas yeah, that is, I don't know. The lack of self-awareness is yeah. Does The Witcher? I've never actually read the book series itself, so I wouldn't know how it is, because the writer, I believe, is actually not at all a fan of the video game series, so that is quite a peculiar thing. Yeah, that's true. Like, what I like about D&D is that often it leads to hilarious anachronisms where you get things like, for instance, rap or popular music that sort of floods into that fantasy world because the players themselves are, from a modern age, and that I think makes for a great blend, and is very humorous as well. No, that leg doesn't look right at all. Let's see, how can I make this work? Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, and I think that blend of modern players, like inputting their own modernity into a standard fantasy world, is very funny. So I do like that. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Well, that sort of shows in the Witcher games as well, doesn't it? It's. I think that I personally have accepted it in the same sense that a lot of people accept bugs as features of games. It's, in all seriousness, it is quite bad, but it's so easy to ridicule that it's sort of become a silly feature for the Witcher games for me. And mistakes new DMs make. Well, yeah, that is can be braver and more likely to engage with the familiar with what's going on. That is true. Yeah, being completely original is very hard. That's just a fact in general. It's very, very hard. And I think that you definitely should never start out as a DM by trying to be completely original. Which is kind of, well, the thing is, I've been thinking a lot about Welcome to Ossenheim as a module, and well, I've been not trying to think too hard about it because then I just start nitpicking to myself about all the mistakes I made, which is a lot, I believe, and about all the things that I would have done better. But I think one of the main mistakes that I did make was that I was scared to, make the story something quite classic, because starting off with a very classic type story is actually very good for a starting DM, and I did sort of neglect this, which I probably shouldn't have done. And I think that might also be a point. Yeah, that's true, of course, you did have fun, and I would say, indeed, goal well achieved. But I am a perfectionist, and a fan of storytelling. So I think it's only natural to sort of look back at what you've done, which is invariably worse than probably what you can do now, as long as you keep progressing. So I think it's interesting to analyze what I did there and what I should do in the future. Oh, it will be. I've actually already started planning it and making a lot of making a fair amount of what you call it, of extras for it. Things like maps, portraits, things like that. And yeah, because I am because now playing Return to Arbello, which I think, you know, as I've said before, no discredit to the DMs we've had so far, but I think that Return to Arbello is the best module that we've had, for a multitude of reasons, which I will extrapolate once the module ends in a review. So that sort of touched the competitive side of me a little, for better or worse, because I do sort of have that in me, not of course as a thing in the sense of I need to be better than this, but in the sense that, you know, this was very good, so I gotta make an effort to live up to this quality. And in that sense, I thought, well, Return to Arbello is, I think, the most well done example of a very classic road trip D&D style adventure, where you fight things like fishmen and frogmen and lizardmen. Yeah, I know. I've been watching a lot of Matthew Caulfield's videos. I've been watching some of Matt Mercer's guides. To help me understand the whole thing a bit better. Some people could have kept me. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I think what I can say about the module that I'm planning, because it is quite crucial to its nature that I don't reveal a lot yet, or rather that I don't reveal anything, because a big part of the module will be you guys figuring things out. But I can say that it's going to be quite different from Return to Arbello, because I thought, if I now do something along the lines of what Pack has done, it'll be tedious to play, I think, because it's the same kind of idea, and I also think that it can be very original and interesting. So I came up with a different kind of thing, which hasn't really been done before in Pathco. So I hope that it will successfully work. Yeah, it's the microphone. It's not the best of technology, I'd say. Let's see. Let's have a look at Mayland and her little mining cap. Yeah, I thought alright, so it's quite sandboxy. Alright, no, that's good. I think that mine is as well. We'll see. But right, yeah, so that's the mining cap. Alright, she's got sort of a... I'm going to trouble putting it here on the right place. Right, so... yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is true. Like, you do want people to be moving, so you can really throw obvious plot hooks around. I don't think that that's a big sin. It's quite hard to hide a mystery on a tiny island. So it's sort of a mystery kind of thing. Yeah, I think that there's always some side quests to be done. I think that in terms of length, mine is going to depend a lot on how you guys play it. In terms of length. I am going to end the stream in a little bit, I think. Alright, we'll be right back. Well, she's actually got a week actually. Yeah, I'm also sort of alright, and you're back. I think that a lot of my module is going to rely on well, I'm sort of thinking about this, but I think that a lot of my module is going to rely on the receptiveness and the ingenuity of actual players. But I think that yours is a sort of a mystery kind of deal, right, Egg? So that would be similar in the sense that your players actually need to, give a lot of input, to so to speak. Sort of a mystery, not. Yeah, but because the thing is that, like, so far we haven't had a lot of modules that have had an element of mystery. So that would be quite intriguing. I think that's good because it also can bring about the some other role-playing qualities of players, because in a setting like that, you stop relying purely on combat skills, if you will, of your character, and you come into a whole different environment where you as a player have a lot more input to give, I think. Because in something like Return to Arbello, obviously, most of what we do is fight things and stuff like that. So I think that I certainly will enjoy, after all this fighting that we've done in the Adventures of Pathco, I will certainly enjoy a module that is more centered on mystery and intrigue. As you can see here, the setting is that Mayland is totally losing her cool over a game of cards. Also, if you remember a creature that you met during Welcome to Ossenheim, you'll notice that there's a little cameo here. Little fourth player in the picture. Sitting here on this branch. Yeah, Crowman. Yeah, that's the thing. Combat. It is the Birdman. Combat is easy to DM. This is true. That's why when I needed to quickly fish up a B-team module quite recently, I just fished up a little combat thing and threw it in there. That was the Nightmare Demon one, and I just sort of furnished it with a little bit of story elements. But yeah, it's true. Combat is easy to DM. I think the hardest thing to DM is story events that need to occur for your story to progress as you want it. Yeah, I think that was the main thing I did wrong with Ossenheim. Or at least in my well, I don't need it. I don't think it needs to spur much character development. Egg. You just, you just do your thing. I mean, in Ossenheim, I also made a lot of mistakes, or at least, well, that's how I interpret them. Mainly concerning the excess of like mini boss type things that sort of got into the way of the flow of the module. Also, it was a bit all over the place. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's alright. Hey, Hellhounds. I am gonna have to say, I am gonna end the stream in like 10 minutes because it's getting quite late here. But yeah, we can stay for that period of time. Yes, I'm doing quite well, in fact. How are you with yourself? I think that I may have made my life a little bit too comically short, so I think I will extend the little length slightly. Not by too much though. because she is still a little thin. There we go, that's a good yeah. Yeah, everyone here is good. Yeah, it's a lot of just people not being available and things like that. It happens. It happens. Yes, you did miss some weird horses. Let me just get the weird horse. Let me get the weird horses. So here are the weird horses and the hair wolf. Oh yeah, the Seth arc was good. I love the Seth arc. He was adorable. This is Penelope, the eight-eyed horse. Spider horse, spider horse. Drawing feet at angles would never get any easier. doesn't it? It still looks weird. Still looks weird. These lines. Yes. I don't know. I think I actually find shoes to be harder than feet. Because I can do the anatomy pretty well, and that actually gives you a foothold. Get it? Foothold. To um, you know, position with the vertebrae. Vertebrae. What am I saying? The little bones and things. But with a shoe, it's just this block of shape. But yeah, I think I've managed it quite alright. there's something up about this here. Yeah, it just didn't look like the ones we've led to believe, indeed. Ah, that's the issue. I think. Yeah, I make the edges too pointy. Ah yeah, there we go, that looks presentable. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, the thing is that it's because she's just pounding on it on this side, it's sort of being knocked off of its little thingy. So now I'm going to draw the barrel, which on which it would normally be balanced. It's I think that it actually looks better when it's sort of flying like that. Floating, flying, responding to deadly force. Yeah. If there is one to use deadly force far too quickly, it would be something like Milan. But yeah, indeed, she was really inspired by Peridot in the sense of her mannerisms and such. But I think that's quite obvious. Yeah, see. There we go. Now it looks good. Well, good enough. Anyway, I think that this is where I'm going to end the stream. So, I'll see you guys. I'll zoom out. Have a look at progress with me. So this is the underlying sketch we've got. And then Mayland and filtering, going at it, and Letty just only half trying to stop her. No problem. And thank you all for having me. So see you all around. Until next time. Goodbye.